Hi, I'm Ben. I'll be guiding you through a series of free videos where you'll learn how to use AI like ChatGPT.com so that you can get the most utility out of it without even having to make an account or ask anybody for help. Congratulations that you made it this far. Now let's get into exactly how to think about and utilize ChatGPT. So the first thing is you want to think about ChatGPT as a human almost. Anything that you would tell to a friend or a therapist when you're asking for advice, that is what you should be inserting into ChatGPT. And by insert, I mean you can upload an image or a file, or you can just type to it. As an example, if I just typed in on chatgpt.com, tell me a joke, it wouldn't really know what kind of joke to tell me. It doesn't know my humor. So if I look over here, it says, why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Now, what if I wanted a knock-knock joke? Then I could just tell it, tell me a knock-knock joke, right? And so the same level of specificity that I would give to a person is what I would give to ChatGPT. Another good example is if you wanted recipes. So you can ask ChatGPT for a recipe, and I could say, give me a dinner recipe. And in this case, it might give me anything and everything. But it doesn't know that maybe I'm vegetarian or I'm allergic to cheese or things of that sort. And so you want to give it that additional information when you're asking for a recipe. And I can do that by typing in something like this. Give me a recipe for a vegetarian dinner that does not have any cheese or dairy products in it that I can make for a family of 4 people in less than 45 minutes. Just going to correct my spelling mistake here. Click enter, and now you can see it's going to give me a recipe that fits into my criteria because I told it, right? So you want to give as much detail as you feel comfortable sharing as if you were talking to a random person on the street. Now, let's take a quick second to think about ChatGPT versus something like Google. Why is it different? Well, the thing is that Google, every time you search, it can be slightly different. So imagine if you went to a community center and there were 50 different people there and you asked each person for a recipe. You may get a different answer every single time. And now if you ask ChatGPT, you can give it more context and it will give you a specific answer because what it's doing is taking a bunch of research that's happening in real time and then giving you an answer. So as an example, imagine you went to this community center and you ask one person, hey, do you know any vegetarian recipes? If they don't, they're not going to say no. They're going to go ask many other people, get the best vegetarian recipe that they can find, make sure that it can be made within 45 minutes and that it's enough food for a family of 4, and then give you that output. So really think of it as a person. The more you ask of it, the more you will get out. And now you can see it comes up with a chickpea and vegetable coconut curry with rice dinner for 4 people. It takes 10 minutes to prep and 30 to 35 minutes to cook, which means it's within our 45-minute window. So that is the first thing. Go ahead and try it out. Type in something a little bit vague, click enter, and then type in something with more specific details, click enter again, and see the difference. That is step 1 when it comes to using ChatGPT.